Good evening, this is Rashad Mitchell coming to you live from my YouTube channel. So continuing my part series on the professional sports teams that didn't win the championship during that season. This is part 19. I'll be talking about today about the 2004 Minnesota Timberwolves, a team that definitely should have won the championship that year. They were led by, at the time, the league MVP and Kevin Garnett, and he had new teammates like Charles Sprewell and Sam Cassell. And that's one reason why they improved so much. They had a 58-21 record, 58-24 record. They was the #1 seed, had the best record in the West. And this is the same year where the Lakers got Karl Malone and Gary Payton, and they were on the team as a new additions to the team. But through it all, Minnesota was able to get it done and have the best record in the West, 58-24. And the Wolves set the franchise record for wins and won its first and only division championship. Again, Kevin Garnett won the MVP award. He averaged 24.2 points a game, 13.9 rebounds a game, a league high, 5 assists, 1.5 steals, and 2.2 block shots. So he was the MVP. Unfortunately, he lost to the Lakers in the Western Conference Finals, and rightfully so. I mean, despite having the #1 seed, they lost to the Lakers. They beat the Denver Nuggets in 5 games, which was at the time their first ever win in the playoff series. Then they beat the Sacramento Kings in the 7th game, and then they lost to the Lakers, who had defeated the Timberwolves the year before in the first round, 6 games. And again, this Lakers team had Shaquille O'Neal, Kobe Bryant, Gary Payton, Karl Malone. So that's asking a lot to try to dethrone them, despite them having Latrell Sprewell and Sam Cassell. It still did not lead them to the championship. And another thing that's interesting is that the Timberwolves would not make the playoffs again until 2018. So it took them a long time to get back to the playoffs after that. It's just amazing that they had such a a downtrodden path where they didn't make to the playoffs. According to research, it was their last time. The Timberwolves would not make the playoffs again until 2018. So you gotta go back at that time until 2018. It had been 14 years since they made it to the playoffs. So these were the best of times for Minnesota Timberwolves to win the championship. We had Sam Cassell, Riley Zorbiak, and Latrell Sprewell, Sam Cassell, along with Garnett. You get the #1 seed in the Western Conference, but you lose to the Lakers. Again, Lakers were loaded. The Lakers had, again, Gary Payton, Karl Malone, Kobe, and Shaq. How it's going to be tough to beat a team like that with that kind of squad. But that's the thing about those Lakers teams, that the Lakers that year didn't have home court advantage in the conference finals 3 of the last 4 years during that time. 2001 they had to go in San Antonio and win. They had to, they swept them. They didn't have the home court. Then a year later they had to deal with Sacramento Kings, beat them in 7, which was hard to do at that time for a team on the road to win a game 7 on the road, and then they go beat Minnesota, when they didn't have the home court advantage. So that's the impressive thing about it. Yeah, Minnesota lost 97-88. Minnesota won 89-71. Then the Lakers won 100-89. And the Lakers won 92-85 in Staples Center in Game 4. Minnesota won Game 5, 98-96. Then the Lakers won 6 games, 96-90 at Staples Center. So Minnesota was the number 2 seed. So there's nothing else that can be said. I think that was Kevin Garnett's best team as a Minnesota Timberwolves. Now, obviously, Garnett will win the championship when he went to Boston a few years later with Ray Allen and Paul Pierce. But when he was a Minnesota Timberwolves, this was a chance at that time for him to have a chance to win the championship. This was his best team. Minnesota Timberwolves team was in 2004, no doubt. When you win the league MVP, and then you have Sprewell and Gasol as your quote unquote big three, but you fall short despite being number 1 seed, having a 58-24 record. This team definitely qualifies as a team that should have won the championship, but they didn't during that season. It ended up being Detroit Pistons. They beat the Lakers in 5 games in the 2004 NBA Finals, and that was a real upset at that time. Because you look at that Pistons roster, Rasheed Wallace, Richard Hamilton, Chauncey Billups, Tayshaun Prince, Ben Wallace. No, they wasn't a superstar kind of team. They beat the team that had the superstars: Karl Malone, Gary Payton, Kobe, and Shaq. That was a team that had the Hall of Famers, and it didn't do nothing to intimidate Detroit. Detroit came in there ready to roll, and they was able to pull off that upset. So that concludes this video about the 2004 Minnesota Timberwolves, a team that should have won the championship in 2004. This was the best of times. If he was a Minnesota Timberwolves fan, this is by far Kevin Garnett's best team that he played on, and also he won the MVP that year. So that concludes this video. Subscribe, like, comment, do whatever you can to support the channel. This is Rashad Mitchell for part 19 of the professional sports team. The professional sports teams that didn't win the championship during that season. Part 19. Until then, talk to you tomorrow.